number 1 at the gate, and the gate is moving and approaching top of the stretch. First race on the Saturday, March 31st card. Field of 4, race 1. Roll along cash, John Davidson. Finally Laughing, and Gilles Barrio. Giz Can Do and Todd Trites, and outside is Speed Indeed, Mike Stevenson. 4 across here, race 1. Here they come. They're off and pacing. Roll along cash going out for the early lead. Finally Laughing ducks in and is racing second around the turn. Giz Can Do gets away racing in third, then racing fourth, Speed Indeed, as they race single file to the opening 8th pole, and Roll Along Cash cuts it, but not for long. Finally Laughing makes an early move for Barrio out to challenge from second, but Johnny D's going to take them, and they're racing neck and neck to the opening quarter. Finally Laughing on the outside, but Roll Along Cash took him there. 29 and 3 opener, and Finally Laughing finally gets the lead now. Racing second, Roll Along Cash. Then gapped out third with the quick pace, that's Giz Can Do. Then gapped out further is Speed Indeed, 3/8 of the mile in. Finally Laughing had to work to get the lead, but he's on there. And he's out by 2 with Roll Along Cash second. Third, Giz Can Do closes the gap now. And Speed Indeed has jumped it off halfway home, 59 and 3. Finally Laughing by the half, 59 and 3. Roll Along Cash second. Then third, Giz Can Do. Speed Indeed back pacing and catching the field as they hit the backstretch for the second time. Finally Laughing. There goes Giz Can Do out from third to challenge and rolling on now. Roll Along Cash on the inside. Racing third, then Speed Indeed fourth by the 3/4. Finally Laughing took them there in 1:32 and 1 around the turn. It's Finally Laughing still leading. Giz Can Do then inside. Right there as well. Roll Along Cash with 1/8 of a mile to go. Finally Laughing, Giz Can Do looking for win 7 of the year. Finally Laughing still has it though in the lane, and he was stung early to the quarter, and he hangs on though. Finally Laughing wins it. In for second, Giz Can Do. Roll Along Cash third, Speed Indeed fourth. Time for the mile, 2:03 and 1. Finally Laughing in the first. Back to the winner's circle, winner of race 1. Number 2, Finally Laughing, a 6-year-old son of Die Laughing. Out of the Cam Fellow mare, Carolina Blue Chip. Owned by Mike Clinton of St. John, trained by Mike Morris. Gilles Barrio in the bike. And Finally Laughing now 2 for 4 this season. And winning this afternoon, the mile 2:03 and 1. Finally Laughing takes the first. The mile 2:03 and 1. Finally Laughing. Rocket Musical and Sam Hodgen. Barroom Brawler Steve Mahar. Salisbrook Dandy. Todd Trites and Fastest Can Be and Mark Haig. 5 across the gate here. Race number 2. Here they come. They're off and pacing. Rocket Musical rushes out for the early lead, then inside. That's Quality of Money around the first turn, gets away second with the inside post. And Salisbrook Dandy tucks in nicely and gets in third for Trites. And racing fourth, Barroom Brawler. And trailing the field, Fastest Can Be as they straighten into the backstretch. First time up, and your leader up top is Sam Hodgen and Rocket Musical on the front end. Then Quality of Money rides in the pocket, racing in second. Salisbrook Dandy sits in third. That opening quarter in 31 and 2. Rocket Musical, Quality of Money, Salisbrook Dandy. Then back to Barroom Brawler sitting back in fourth, then trailing fifth. Fastest Can Be, and they're still single file, no one out and moving yet. 3/8 of the mile in. Rocket Musical getting it his way on the front, and he's on top, sitting second. Quality of Money, Salisbrook Dandy still bides his time. He's third. Then Fastest Can Be comes out to move fourth, and trailing fifth halfway home, Barroom Brawler 4 and 2. the opening half, 33 seconds in the second quarter, and Rocket Musical, as I mentioned, getting things his way on the lead here, and he's left alone. Then Quality of Money second, fastest can be. Outside, now driving third, Salzbrook Dandy shuffle back, and he's locked in solid fourth. Barroom Brawler will try it from fifth. And Rocket Musical still has the lead here. Fastest can be on the outside is racing second by the 3/4 one, 36-1, 31-4 in the third quarter. And Rocket Musical, they won't catch him now. He's on top and moving out. Quality of Money second. Then Salzbrook Dandy sneaks up the inside third, but Rocket Musical's got this one in the lane. Quality of Money, Salzbrook Dandy inside third, but it's all Rocket Musical, and Rocket Musical gets this one. Quality of Money the deuce, and Salzbrook Dandy was third. Rocket Musical, the mile, 2:06. 2:06. Rocket Musical, last quarter, 29-4. And back to the winner's circle. Winner of race 2, number 2, Rocket Musical, an 8-year-old son of Pacific Rocket out of the Precious Bunny mare. Musical wins, owned by Bill Shea and Ken Fudge, trained by Travis Fowler. Sam Hodgin in the driver's seat. Rocket Musical picks up his first of the season. And the mile this afternoon in 2:06. And hopefully co-owner Bill Shea's Yankees will be a winner this year. We hear Bill's a big Yankee fan. We'll see how they make out this season. So again, congratulations. Rocket Musical gets the win here. Gate to wire trip 2:06. And the Stutters for the third, behind the gate and approaching top of the stretch, claiming pacers. Materialism inside, John Davidson. Bob's Birthday, Ricky Collins, Action Raider. Gilles Barrio, Camp Boat Time, and Mike Stevenson and Katahdin Country. Outside for Mark Haig. 5 across the gate, claiming pacers. Here they come. They're off and pacing from the inside. Materialism gets away well. Katahdin Country on the outside. Bob's Birthday in between them now, racing second around the turn. And up third now, Action Raider sneaks up the inside. And Katahdin Country is taken back now to the back of the pack as Cambo Time slides in now and is racing fourth and trailing fifth. Katahdin Country up front. Action has Materialism on the front end for Johnny D, a length and a half the leader. Then Bob's Birthday sitting pretty in the pocket second. By that opening quarter, 30 2/5. And Action Raider sits back racing in third. Cambo Time fourth, and Katahdin Country trails fifth. Single file to the 3/8, led by Materialism. On the front, he's a favorite on the board and leading Bob's Birthday. Then racing in third, still Action Raider. No one out and moving though. But Katahdin Country now makes a move from the back. And he's out and driving where he likes to be and going after the leader halfway home. And Materialism took him there, 102-1. Materialism on the front end effort. On the outside comes Katahdin Country coming to call. Bob's Birthday right there as well. Then Action Raider locked in and outside. Cambo Time advancing. Now fourth to the outside, second over. Action Raider now trails on to the 3/4, and only about 3 lengths separate the field here. And Materialism still leading. Katahdin Country on the outside. By the 3/4, 1:33 and 3. Materialism digging in. Then Katahdin Country outside, inside. Bob's Birthday. They're fighting for second. Then Action Raider locked in solid. Cambo Time Trails. An eighth to go for Materialism. Materialism, Bob's Birthday out to challenge. Katahdin Country still not giving up. Getting tight down to the wire, but it's Bob's Birthday getting up in the final stride to win it. Bob's Birthday over Materialism and Katahdin Country. Time for the mile, 2:03 and 3. Bob's Birthday. Parading back now, the winner of race number 3. Number 2, Bob's Birthday, an 8-year-old son of Happy Elchie out of the Sansam mare, Sheltered Angel. Owned by Scott Hubbard, co-owned, trained, and driven by Ricky Collins. It's his first of the season, a winner of 13 races last year, and he gets his first of the season today, 2:03 and 3. Top of the stretch. Atlanta Brave, here they come. They're off and pacing, good start. Talking about my boy going out for it on the inside. Clutch Sabra gets away, and he's got some good gate speed, and he's got the lead back. Burton Ernie. He is now second. Talking about my boy on the outside, and he looks for a spot. Nothing there. And up the inside, Charlotte's Monty now third. Then racing fourth, Atlanta Brave. And trailing, talking about my boy, single file order as they race on to the opening quarter. And Mahar and Clutch Sabra on the lead. Then racing second, Burton Ernie. By that opening quarter, 30 and 2, Clutch Sabra, Burton Ernie sitting in the pocket nicely. Then Charlotte's Monty back in third. Racing fourth on the inside, Atlanta Brave, and trailing, talking about my boy. 3/8 of the mile in off the turn through the stretch, racing to the opening half, and up front, Clutch Sabra leading. Burton Ernie, he's getting a great trip. He's in the pocket, second outside, talking about my boy third. Charlotte's Monty's getting locked in solid as they were by the half in 1:03 as they race around the turn. And still cutting your lead, Clutch Sabra outside, talking about my boy. Then inside, racing third. He's had a great trip. Burton Ernie just needs some racing room. Then on the outside, Atlanta Brave, and trailing inside, and no room for him either, is Charlotte's Monty. On to the 3/4 they go. Clutch Sabra outside, talking about my boy second. Inside third, Burton Ernie. By the 3/4, 1:34 and 4 around the turn, and they're racing stride for stride now up front. And your leader still, Clutch Sabra, talking about my boy, Burton Ernie, right there. He's got some room to work with, it looks like now. Then racing on the outside, coming on fourth, Atlanta Brave. But it's talking about my boy, Clutch Sabra, talking about my boy, Burton Ernie. No room for him, but it's going to be talking about my boy. And a first up trip gets him the win for Trites in the mile. 2:05 and 3. Mile 2:05 and 3. Pretty back to the winner circle, winner of race number 4. Number 4, talking about my boy. He's a 6-year-old son of Armbro Emerson out of the Big Towner mare, Raceway, Hanover. Owned by Kevin Brown, who does the training. Todd Trites in the driver's seat. Talking about my boy, win 2 of the season from 9 starts, and it's the season's best for him, 2:05 and 3. Scores from Post 2 and Mike Downey. Then we have Ryan's Fancy from post 3. Todd Trites, and outside 4, Membership, Steve Mahar. 4 stutters, here they come. They're off and pacing, breaking free out for the lead. Cam's Man will duck right in behind him into the first turn, racing second. Then Ryan's Fancy gets away third, and Membership takes back and is sitting fourth as they race past the paddock turn and an eighth of the mile in now, led by Breaking Free on top, and he's out a length and a half. Racing second, Cam's Man. Then third, Ryan's Fancy. Membership trails fourth as they make their way on to the opening quarter. Breaking Free, and he's the favorite on the board. An even quarter, 31 seconds flat. And Breaking Free looking to get things his way on the front end here. Racing second, Cam's Man. Third, Ryan's Fancy, and Membership trails fourth. Still no movement now. It's 3/8 of the mile in. Breaking Free. Cam's Man sits in that pocket, trip second. Ryan's Fancy, the free-legged pacer, back in third. And trailing fourth, Membership's going to try it from the backfield in his first start. Back to half, 102-1, a good rated half. 31-1 in the second quarter, the half, 102-1 for Breaking Free. Cam's Man second. There goes Ryan's Fancy. He's pressing the issue on the outside, driving up third. And Membership trails fourth onto the 3/4. Breaking Free. He still leads by a length and 3/4. Ryan's Fancy second. Then back third, Cam's Man. Membership fourth by the 3/4. And they were by that marker, 1:32-4, 30-3 in that mark. And Breaking Free has turned it on here. And has he got enough of a lead here? Breaking Free. He was strong last week on the lead, and he's looking strong again here. And he's moving out. Breaking Free. And he's going to win it easily. Breaking Free. In for second, Ryan's Fancy. And for third, Membership, Cam's Man fourth. The mile, 2:01-2. Breaking Free, 2:01-2. Six-race stutters, top of the stretch. We have Tisha's Pit Pony, Steve Mahar. Remember Walter and Mike Stevenson. Consider Me Lucky, Mark Haig. Lucky Northern Star and Todd Trites. And outside, UK Bluegrass, John Davidson. One scratch, everybody moves in here. Race 6, here they come. They're off and pacing. Consider Me Lucky. Remember Walter going for the lead now around the first turn. And Remember Walter has the lead on the outside. That's UK Bluegrass. Gets away from the outside post and nicely tucks in behind the leader now. Then Tisha's Pit Pony gets away, racing in third. Inside fourth, Lucky Northern Star and Consider Me Lucky. Look to have left well off the gate, but she finds herself last here as they race on to the opening quarter. Up top, cutting it, the 3-year-old Remember Walter. By that opening quarter, a quarter of 30 and 4/5. Remember Walter. UK Bluegrass sits in the pocket. Journey second. Tisha's Pit Pony sits in third. Then racing fourth, Lucky Northern Star, and trailing Consider Me Lucky, 3/8 of the mile in. And they tip off the turn and through the stretch. racing to the half-mile point, led by the 3-year-old Remember Walter. But here comes Lucky Northern Star on the outside, making a bold move and going for the lead. Halfway home in an even 1:03 as they round the turn. Remember Walter, Lucky Northern Star made that quick move and tried to get the lead but couldn't get there and is on the outside. Inside third, UK Bluegrass. Tisha's Pit Pony from fourth and trailing fifth. Consider Me Lucky on to the 3/4 they go. It's Remember Walter, still by 1 full length. Outside, Lucky Northern Star, UK Bluegrass racing back in third. 3/4, 1:34 and 4, 31 and 4 split in the 3rd quarter, led by Remember Walter. Out now by 2. UK Bluegrass is now second, then Lucky Northern Star third. Right there, Tisha's Pit Pony and trailing Consider Me Lucky, deep stretch, and it's all Remember Walter. Remember Walter's going to go undefeated so far at 3, and he wins here. 2 in a row for Remember Walter in his 3-year-old campaign. And he returns a winner for Mike and the Bike, the mile 2:06 and 2. Remember Walter, 2:06 and 2. Number 3, Remember Walter. Brown Gelding, he's 3 by Western Success. Out of the drop-off mare, Remember Ali. Owned by Randy Phillips and Elvira Baker. Trained by Randy Phillips, Mike Stevenson in the driver's seat. And for Remember Walter, he's been out twice so far this season. And he's returned a winner on both occasions. He lowers his lifetime mark this afternoon. 2:06 and 2. It's a new lifetime mark today for Remember Walter. 2:06 and 2. Top of the stretch, race 7, Victory.com, Steve Mahar. Then Comical Brilla, Gilberto, Bando Morris. Todd Treitz, Order to Go, and Mike Downey. Rapid Cane, John Davidson, Magnetic Banka. Lonnie Stokes at outside, Bert and Bert. Mike Stevenson, here they come. They're off, a good start, Order to Go. Going out for the early lead, Victory.com gets away. Racing in second around the turn, in Order to Go. We haven't seen him here for a long time, but he's on top, a former Provincial Cup winner, and he's on top as they hit the backside. Racing second, Victory.com, then getting away third, Comical Brilla, Bando Morris is gapped out a bit, racing fourth, but closing in, and it's Magnetic Banka fifth, Rapid Cane sixth, and Bert and Bert trails the field. Opening quarter, 29 and 3 for Order to Go. Racing second, Victory.com, Comical Brilla is racing third. Here comes Magnetic Banka on the outside, driving up from fourth, Bando Morris will look to grab some cover from fifth, and there he goes. He's out and moving as well from fifth. Then following cover, Rapid Cane, Bert and Bird is trailing halfway home. It's Order to Go by the half in a minute and 3/5. Order to Go, your leader. Then Magnetic Banka on the outside, coming to call second. Inside, racing third, Victory.com. Then racing fourth, Comical Brilla, Bando Morris. On the outside, going on from fifth, racing six, Rapid Cane. And trailing in the backfield, that's Bert and Burt, but Order to Go. He looks strong on the front end here for Mike Downey, and still leading by the 3/4 in 1:30 and 3/30 seconds in the 3rd quarter. Order to Go leading. Magnetic Banka racing second. Victory.com. Comical Brilla, then Bando Morris, an eighth to go. Order to Go leading. Outside Magnetic Banka, then racing third. Victory.com. A triumphant return. Order to Go. He wins it here. For Mike Downey, Magnetic Bank a second, and for third, Victory.com. Order to go. And what an impressive trip here today. 1:59 and 2. Order to go. And returning to the winner's circle, the winner of race number 7, our top class winner, number 4, Order to Go. 12-year-old son of Dexter Nukes out of the Storm Damage mare, Let's Do Lunch. Now owned by the Downey Racing Stable of Newport, Maine. Trained and driven by Mike Downey. Order to Go, a former Provincial Cup winner here at Exhibition Park years ago, and actually dead heated with Raleigh Fingers years and years ago here at Exhibition Park. And he makes his triumphant return here this afternoon, and the fastest trip of the season at Exhibition Park, winning this afternoon 1:59 and 2. Also Order to Go, a former Gold Cup and Saucer winner. So again, a triumphant return to the Maritimes for Order to Go. The steals the show here today. And a big, big mile, 1:59 and 2 for new owners, the Downey Racing Stables. And the starters for race number 8 at the gate. And the gate is moving and approaching top of the stretch. Island Exceptional and Dan Dickinson. Arcane Agent Mike Stevenson, Trudy's Future, and Steve Mahar. Funday Bay, Gilles Barrio, Wild Cherry, Todd Trites, and Promises outside John Davidson. 6 across, here they come. They're off and pacing. Good start in here. Island Exceptional to the inside, then around the turn, Arcane Agent. Gets away racing in second, then Wild Cherry wide third. Trudy's Future right there as well, racing third now. Wild Cherry looks for a spot. Racing back in fourth and trying to get in is Funday Bay. Sits back early, racing in fifth, and racing 6 Promises. Wild Cherry is forced to go on now and chasing after the leader and the gunslinger on top here. Dan Dickinson has Island Exceptional on the lead, 30 and 1 opener. On top, Island Exceptional. Wild Cherry going the long mile here, and she's parked second. Right there, locked in solid third, looking good as Arcane Agent. Outside driving fourth, here comes Trudy's Future. She's got cover. Racing fifth, Funday Bay, and trailing 6 Promises. Halfway home, led by Island Exceptional. Then Wild Cherry second, inside third, Arcane Agent. Trudy's Future fourth, a half and even 1:01. Then back to Funday Bay, fifth, and trailing 6 Promises as they drive onto the 5/8 Island Exceptional. Arcane Agent now second, Wild Cherry third, Trudy's Future now tipping out 3 wide from fourth, and rolling on then Funday Bay fifth, and Promises 6. Island Exceptional still looking good here on the front end, and still a commanding 2-length lead, 3/4, 1:32 and 1 as they round the turn. Island Exceptional. How about Wild Cherry? Still parked and driving on. She's driving second. Then Trudy's Future, Arcane Agent. Watch for her if she can get some racing room. Then Funday Bay's going to take it 4 wide on the outside. And down the lane, it's Island Exceptional. Island Exceptional going all the way. And the gunslinger gets the job done here in the final. Arcane Agent, they were all right there at the wire, and the time for the mile, 2:03 and 3. Island Exceptional, gate to wire trip.